Hello, everybody. I hope y'all doing wonderful. I am doing great myself. Like y'all can really ask me. But y'all, I'm about to talk about my situation about a few minutes, and then I'll go to my thumbnail or talk about what's on my thumbnail because I really didn't put a picture on it today. Mm-mm. Yeah. So, y'all, I've been staying up super late trying to do my son's project. And when I say trying to do it, it's like literally. Um like okay, so this project was actually due on Monday, but he told me a different day, or he said, "Oh, I got 7 days to do my project." So my mind, 7 days is actually 7 days, not 7 days when his teacher gave him an assignment. So now we're late and I'm doing the project. And so I was like, bump it. I have to get this done. I think my dad had ordered some balls, different sizes of balls, and, you know, science project balls. He's doing a solar system. So, and they haven't came in. So I was like, I need to start something. So what I did was I got some sheets and he has a little string. It's like a little thing so we can, glue the planets and the sun on this thing and he can spin it around. So that's cool. I found that at Dollar Tree. I was like, yes, God has shined on me because, yeah, I felt that way going to Dollar Tree. And it wasn't even about having a budget. It was just like going to Dollar Tree at the last minute. Like it's unpredictable. So, um, so I got the string and then I got an old pillow that I know I wasn't going to use. There's nothing in my house that matches pillow. And I used the fluff and I got sheets like coloring sheets of the different planets. So what I did was, and it's taking like a tedious process, right? It's very tedious. So I have a hot glue gun. I have the fluffs to make it a little bit bigger because paper is not cool. So make it look like it's something, right? At the last minute, and definitely it's going to be late. So I'm doing that, and it's very tedious, and I'm using the hot glue, and I've got the wrong size glue stick, and it's just terrible, y'all. It's I hope the project comes out, but it's because I'm on my fifth planet, and y'all, when I tell you, I told my son to start coloring, y'all. When I tell y'all, how he just colored the glasses from the sun, I was like, really, dude. You got 9 planets, 2 sheets. So that's 18 sheets that you need to color. So, thanks to me, I was sitting there thinking I should have just went ahead and printed off the planets and the colors and woola. But no, I had to do the most. So y'all, that's me. I should have paid attention to the paper, but I listened to my son when he said, I have 7 days, not 7 days after she gave you the paper. Okay. So need to say less. I am very cool, but it's still my fault because I'll be honest with you. He's been telling me about this project since he came home with his field trip. He went to the planetarium, and ever since he told me about this trip, I was like, I should have been rolling with like the ball, this little science, the styrofoam balls, and that idea rolling in. But yeah, I hope his teacher is so understanding. I was like, he told me 7 days, and I didn't even pay attention to the sheet. Like he just told me 7 days. So in the meantime, I am going everywhere. But I'm gonna tell y'all, he's so funny. So me and him was in a car, and he was talking about the planets, and I said, what I know, what I remembered. I was like, the hottest planet is Mercury, right? And he was like, no, my teacher said the hottest planet is Jupiter or Saturn, and it's because it's balls of gas. And I said, well, has she ever been there? He's like, well, have you ever been to Mercury? So he's like super funny to me now. I'm like, boy, I'm right. Your teacher is your teacher. She's right at school, but I'm right here, you know. But in the meantime, y'all, I hope y'all having a wonderful day. Um, I am off from my morning job and I'm off from my night job tonight, y'all. And I'm gonna tell y'all the most fun part about my night job is I'm dealing with everyday people again. What I mean is people that don't think, people that don't have common sense, and everybody's common sense isn't everybody is common. So I'm dealing with everything imaginable. I'm dealing with um females. Like I'm by myself at my job. I'm like in my by myself doing my own paperwork, and if I have to reach out or somebody has to reach out, it's very short and sweet. But now I have to deal with like people a little bit more, and I answer the phones, and when I realize I don't have to listen to people after I get the information, or they say I need to make an appointment, I ask them like, hey, what's the model? And then they was like, they'll tell me the model. Hello. And then suddenly I can switch them over without saying bye. That's the most satisfying thing in the world. You ever have a switchboard job? You could just hello, so satisfying. And you don't even know how that's something I look for when I go to my night job. It's just like clicking over on somebody. Like that's the most rudest thing. Hold on. In the middle of them talking. That's yes, it is so it's so satisfying. And y'all don't understand how excited I get when I go to work and I'm in the middle of talking, having a my own personal conversation with whoever I'm talking to at the time, and they interrupt me, calling me and nagging, and it's the best. Okay, it is super the best. Or you see that number pop up, and then you just automatically just send it. You don't even answer, don't say hello. You just send it to that other person. It's so relaxing. And you know what? Y'all might not think that it's a big thing. I know customer service is 100% part of a job. And customer service, believe it or not, is in every job you go to. It's not just, you know, every job you have to be somewhat some kind of customer service. Hey Toy, but this job right here, I love it. Like I love telling people, I love rejecting people down. Like it'd be closing time for certain departments, and they was like, I need help now. And I'm like, hey, they're closed. Find another resource. I need help now. Like and you shut them down. It's like you can shut somebody down when they think they're bigger than life. I'm like, lady, the rest of the world needs them too, but they're closed. They realize they're closed. So that is part of my life. I kind of enjoy it. Like you don't understand. I love telling people no. That's like fun to me in real life. Like, no, I can't do that. No, I don't know. Or I will tell people I don't have, or I cut my life off. Hey Ebony, how you doing, darling? But be honest with you, that is part I really like those type of jobs. And my mom wants me to move to South Carolina, y'all. And that's like a bittersweet. And one, it's like in Monk's Corner. I don't know if y'all ever know Monk's Corner. If y'all know Shamar, hold on. Charlemagne, or I'm saying his name wrong, the God from the Breakfast Club. He's from there. I never met him, so they'll be like, "Hey, you met him?" No, I never met him, but my mom lives out there, and When I tell you that county is so slow. It's slow just driving. It doesn't matter how fast I'm going down that highway and how many tickets I get along the way to get to my mama's house. Hi Planet, hey Judy. Um, it doesn't matter how. It still takes me the exact time. Like I could be doing 100 and a 60, I think it's 65, sometimes it's 55, and then other times it goes down to like 45, 35. Yeah, I could be doing 100 and I still is still driving. So hey mom, don't be trying to chastise me later. But it's just the fact that it's slow and it's not, and somebody else might come to my county and they're like, girl, it's slow, but I know what to do, you know. Oh, you don't have any excitement. I just feel like the city mouse going to the country, and I just can't. I can't. Really. So I never read his book, but I know that he seems like a big a-hole on the Breakfast Club, but I don't think he is like that in real time. Like y'all ever see Monk's Corner, you be like, what the freak is this? It's lovely, lovely people, but and yeah, you have some type of growing up anxiety. And you know, and I don't know if it's just South Carolina per se, but there are some men that they run away from South Carolina and don't look back. And because they live in like, I don't know if y'all know Southern, what's his name? Gosh, I'm terrible with names. He's that funny guy with the big eyes. Sutton, he's his hometown is Sumner, South Carolina. And baby, he ran. Like there's nothing in South Carolina in those dirt roads. Like when I tell you I can't, and I be like, no, I don't want to. I want to live somewhere normal. Yeah, that is very good. But be honest with you, I wish I had children that, well, my son is very, he understands money. Um, because trust me, he'll ask me, hey mom, can we afford a cheeseburger? So when he told asked me that one day, I was like, well, you said that you have to work for money, and I was like, I do, but that's not the same. And I felt some type of way about it. I was like, darn, am I poor? Because he got to ask for a cheeseburger. Now, sometimes I might tell him I don't have money for that, but I don't look at it as, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like parents are the worst example for finance situations in front of their children. That is the worst. So, I feel like when your kids see, for example, like you buy certain foods, um, and you waste it, or you have your kids know your food stamp day, and there's a lot of my friends and people in my past, they will have food stamps, and their children know food stamp day, and it sucked because they depend on having a decent meal on certain days. In my house, I try to make a decent meal at least. I try to make a decent meal at least 2 or 3 times a week. Even if I have to make dinner enough for leftovers, I at least know they have something. They're not just sitting there. Yeah. But be honest with you, I think that's part of being a parent. You should know certain things awareness. Like, and I was talking about myself for 15 minutes. I do apologize. No, I don't. Um, but it's just like we're gonna go to jazz right now for a little bit, and I have to shoot out of here. Um, it's just like if Jazz came on here and she said, "Hey, there's Mean Girls in her daughter's class," and you look at any of her videos in the past and you see your daughter's hair, you like, I see why they picking on them, they're bullying them because you're the parent and you're not taking that initiative to do right with your children. Now, I have a I have a son. He's an infant. He don't like his hair combed. And baby, I'm serious. He gives me the scream that he is running away from a killer and he's in a dark woods and he fall and he does this horror scream. So I don't touch his hair that much. And I'm like, dude, I'm just washing your hair. But in my mind, hearing that scream, somebody's after him. It's probably me with the comb, and he falls, and then he does this scream, and I'm like, boy, calm down. But so now as I'm a mom, I allow that. But we have to go somewhere. He has to be presentable. I have to take care of his hair. Now, it's not pleasant to deal with it, but it is okay. He likes it when his hair is finished. He can play, and I won't bother him. But on the other hand, parents like that, there's a time that you can't afford it, and there's a time when parents just don't care. Yeah, and I try my best. I don't say I am. Toy, I'm going back up to your comment. I don't say I'm broke. I don't use that word. I might say I don't have it. Um, buddy, let me get it this weekend, or I might say certain things in that nature, but I don't tell them I'm broke. Um, because I think that gives them that mindset of definitely trying to be a hero or feeling like they're not confident in getting what they need or what they want. And that's very important to me as a mother. Yeah, they know that you have to pay bills. They know that you got to pay for certain things. See, yeah. Yeah, and you have to know how to talk to kids, and you gotta, like, for example, your kids are very observed. They're very observant creatures. One, okay. So when you tell a kid you don't have money for McDonald's, and then they see that you have a Starbucks cup or you have some type of enjoyment, if that's cigarettes, if that's, they're going to automatically think instantly what they want now shut down is never going to be important. But yeah, I want to talk about this Babe and me, Babe's Valentine's with Babe with my Jazzy Life. Jazz, I'm going to say this really simple and sweet. It's time for you to learn how to love yourself. When you have to get on here and, let's say this, when you have to get on here and try your best to put the wool over people's eyes to show how great this man's treating you is very terrible. I know you cringe every time you had to edit that video. That video was everywhere. Now I know goodness well he didn't celebrate Valentine's with you on Valentine's morning. I know he didn't celebrate it with you Valentine's evening. And the only reason why I know that is because Valentine's is Valentine's. Okay. You didn't show that he wrote you a nice letter on Valentine's saying, babe, I know we're both working, the kids are here, but this is my time to tell you how much I appreciate you. He didn't do that. And the reason why he didn't do that is because of whatever reason. You don't have to prove anything to us on this side. We watch, we judge because, hey, it's a free country. But be honest with you, you know it's not peachy over there. Y'all was painting. And when he was finished painting, and you were sitting there describing how yours is better, and y'all are fucking both in competitions. And that is a sick relationship type. Not only that you competing with him in your household, but you're also trying to compete with the ones that have one, or maybe most likely Hannah or Chrissy. You're not going anywhere with that attitude. It's supposed to be something that y'all will communicate, and it was intimacy. And now that's something that Jazz don't know nothing about. If it was supposed to be for you and him. Guess what will happen? You would never had to record it because we'll understand. It was like who does this? It was nothing. It was no interaction. Even the dinner scene was more about Stinkabug than you and him. You don't have to prove anything to us. Say, hey, yeah, we ate, we painted, and you could take pictures of the painting, me and Babe, and we could say, okay, cool beans. Look at Jazz. But Jazz, I wasn't content. You were trying to hurry up and please the people that said that you and Chris is not dealing with each other. Just to show us that y'all not dealing with each other. You're going to have to learn how to love yourself. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big cheerleader for Philip and Hannah, but all these ladies that dealt with Philip, most likely, or if they're not dealing with Philip or any situation with Philip, they learn to learn to love themselves. But Hannah, Jazz, y'all need to learn how to love yourselves because y'all will take anything and everything. I heard this thing on TikTok, or the lady was like, she don't date busted baby daddies, and he got to have some type of custody of his kid if she date him, because some of these men like to throw their children off to the new woman because of whatever reason. So that new woman is buying the clothes, getting the children, feeding the children, everything Hannah's doing without the benefits. For him to sit back. Hannah, I'll be honest with you. I seen the video and I was like, Hannah, we know you paid for it. Or you had something to do with this vacation. Philip don't have any nice bone in his system. And I'm being honest with you. He has no nice bone. So he don't know how to do certain things. So she was sitting there saying, well, baby was asking me what kind of thing. And I'm like, girl, it doesn't matter. Be honest with you, it doesn't matter if he was doing what he's supposed to been doing. He supposed to gave you, this is what real dates do. Like you go to a massage, both of y'all do it, and if y'all have to do like a certain thing, like they give you a package, and then you point out. He don't make that for you. Your tense level, you don't know your tense level 2 days from now. So you want to sit there and get something that you might not really need, or you might really want something else. So you go and y'all experience it. But again, You can't compete with Hannah, Jazz. Even if you wanted to, you can't. Because Hannah always wanted to be in your spot. And I'm just being honest. Hannah always wanted to be in your spot. And I think she's about to get it. But you don't have to prove us to anything that you orchestrated your Valentine's. Because one year y'all didn't have Valentine's. 2 years in a row y'all didn't have Valentine's. 2 years. 1, 2. You didn't have an anniversary. The 3 years he been living in your house, y'all never had an anniversary. But y'all, you claim that y'all been talking for years, and then it went back to, I don't know if y'all. Well, I seen him back in high school, and then Chris is going to a different high school than you. Well, I think we went to the same college, but Chris turns out that he went to California. I don't. I keep up with good timelines. Like I work at a job that I have to be very detailed, so I know that her orchestration. Like, well, we met and I saw him on Facebook, and he gave me some time, but that's not good enough, Jazz. Learn how to love yourself. Learn how to say, hey, this don't look like what I want, or this is not what is really happening. It's okay. Because be honest with you, when I worked at Instacart, there should be no excuse, zero excuse why y'all couldn't have a Valentine's vlog. Kids are in bed edition. That could have been drinking wine, eating chocolate, watching a movie, um, sitting out on the patio, just giggling it up. And it don't even have to be. I know it didn't happen because she were recorded. When he came home or before he went to work, you could have did, something unique. Even if it was at 3 o'clock in the morning. Because Jazz, you look like the type that you watch and you look at your YouTube every day. All times of the day. I don't know what they are, but I was looking at an old video of Jazz and Chris. And I don't know if y'all remember, but Jazz was basically saying, um, y'all, please excuse me if I sound harsh. But Chris was reading something on her blog. This is when she had a yellow romper. And he was like, how do you like the back acne? What are you talking about? And then Jazz was like, man, they're trying to be funny about my skin. He looked down. Like he probably never paid it any attention, or he just let it slide. But he looked down with a disgust face. And Jazz, that told me a lot. That told me a lot. He didn't even notice your skin. 2 days within that vlog, she was talking about using African soap for her skin. Babe said this is really good for my skin. I'm sorry, you're a grown woman. You needed to have been taking care of that before you lay down and had multiple children. It's too late now. That is what I'm talking about. You can't wait until somebody that you're sleeping with try to correct you. I'm sorry, I can't get down with anybody if my hair is not done. And that's just real talk. And I can pay for it. I don't like looking at my nails and they're raggedy. That is something nobody should not have to make sure that is part. When I take a bath, there's certain soaps I like to use. No man can't come in here and tell me anything to change. This man was micromanaging Jazz really quickly. And I noticed that, and I didn't notice it until y'all we go back and we have to look at certain, certain videos and stuff. And I actually seen how he looked at it with disgust. Like, and you was smashing uglies with her about 20 minutes ago, and a day before everything is turned off, the lights is turned off, you can't see. Because be honest with you, that is something you probably would see. I will notice it. And I'm just standing without, bumping uglies. I will notice somebody's skin. But he didn't even notice your skin. And I'm assuming y'all bumping uglies naked. That tells me a lot. But it's just the fact that Jazz, if he haven't been doing it, he's not going to do it. He's not. This man been talking about taking you places and doing this and going to the moon. And he hasn't even paid a car payment. And I know he hasn't paid anything over there. See, we can make fun of the ins and the outs and stuff, but girl, I think a lot of us hold on to a person, and some of us we have no. If he's not where I want him to be at, he got to go. Some of us we have that strong spirit. Some of us aren't, and it's okay. But learn how to love yourself. You never really learned how to love yourself. You yourself did everything that Philip gave you, and you was okay with it. You was okay with the women. You was okay with the babies. You was okay with the lying. And when Jim comes around, he does something. You're okay with it. You'll let it go. He has to cut you off, and then you go to the next person. Okay, Bobby, he's doing the exact same thing, but okay, I can still ride with it. You don't have to call me every day. You don't have to. You don't. You can leave me on red 10 days and then hit me up at 3 o'clock in the morning. You can do that. There's somebody right now that's been there, and it's okay, and they probably bounce back. But you have three girls, two boys. Everybody's watching you. Learn how to love yourself. I get on my daughter, and I know she hates it. Take that hair bonnet off when you get outside. I don't care if you're going to the dumpster. Take it off. Let's put your hair together. I don't care. Comb your hair down. I get on my son. Brush your teeth. Wash your face. Because I want them to look and present themselves like somebody. So they don't wait on somebody to tell them to do it. I swear, I think Chris tells Jazz to take a bath. Or Jazz hops in the shower just enough to get a fragrance on her body when he walks through the door. Because he did point it out that she used a lot of body spray. Now, ladies, y'all know. If you take care of your body daily, we don't need that. Our body has a natural oil to it. So, I don't know if y'all ever smell men that they don't have like a cologne one. Like women, I don't know. I don't go around smelling women. But like for example, this one guy, if I go over his house and his body his fragrance, his natural fragrance is lovely by itself. But even though he has extra stuff, it's cool. But I still like the scent of him. But y'all get what I'm saying? Like, have some pride. Don't take pictures. Don't show us that. And another thing, and I'm about to get off, y'all. About to chit chat and then get off. Jazz, if a man tells you he don't like wigs, try to respect that. That's just me. Respect that. Some men tell us they don't like a woman with makeup. Respect that. I know wigs is part of your job and all that stuff, but let him get that. If he tell you that he like your natural hair and you likes it, and give him that. Make sure you meet him halfway. It will do a lot to you because you'll know what you don't need, and you'll learn a certain essence that you have that will help you. Because I really feel like you look to the left and the right at everybody's personalities and what somebody's doing, how they're doing it, and whatever. And that's where you get it from. And your insecurity is, I can't do this. I can't do my real hair. I can't do this. I can't do this because somebody else is not doing it. Learn how to love yourself and be content with what you have. Be content with that personality. If you a geek and you are a manly geek, be a manly geek. Somebody's gonna love that shit. If you're feminine and you're weird at the same time, somebody's gonna love it. But you don't have to put yourself in a mold. If I really truly feel like Jazz, you was never a sport type girl. You just knew that sports would get you the guy. I'm sorry. When the last time I seen Chris and Jazz? That could have been a perfect Valentine's get together too. Valentine's on the basketball court. That would be lovely. Y'all could have some candles out at the basketball court, and you and Stinkabug, and maybe next year y'all should do that. You and Stinkabug and Chris, y'all have some candles and some balloons and play basketball. Y'all, I'm trying to give her some content, y'all, because it's been dry over there. But yeah, I just noticed that I'm not going to pick on that whole Valentine's thing because, hey, at least she had something. Some of us don't have anything, and it's okay. But it is what it is. Learn how to love yourself because you have nine kids. You have 5 kids watching you. That's the only thing that matters. But y'all, I want to say congratulations to the brat. Y'all, I would never thought the brat would get pregnant. In my million years, I thought the brat would never get pregnant. Like, and now I'm like, and I think she's so beautiful, y'all. Y'all don't understand. Some pregnant women is drop dead gorgeous, and Brad is drop dead gorgeous. Now I know she got some help with the makeup and everything, but y'all, she's drop dead gorgeous. You would think that the Brad was in love with the man, how she looked, and she's glowing. But I know. But she just looks so she looks so wonderful, and I just have to. I was shocked when I seen it. I'm like, that's the brat. That's her. You know, that's the girl with the ponytails. And y'all know the ponytails. Y'all know the ponytails. Okay. Every kid in my middle school used when the brat came out with the ponytails. Y'all LGBTQPB. I don't know. I don't know. The alphabet mafia. I like to call y'all that. Please, what I'm about to say, if you're triggered, I'm truly sorry. But this is truly funny to me. Okay, so every every can we say that word? Can we say that word? Every maybe gay girl wanted to dress like her. Okay. And Missy Elliott. I said it, okay? And when I was in high school, I always knew these girls, okay? And they had the matching jeans and the matching blazer or jacket or jean jacket with their outfit. They was definitely that girl, okay? Um, they was definitely in the mafia community or wanted to be, okay? If they had a shortcut, they wanted to be that. And they just didn't want their family to know because at that time kids wasn't out open. They had like a certain style, a certain look, and that's what it was. Okay, I grew up in 2000. I went to high school in 2000s. So Missy Elliott, she gave the lesbians their outfit. Then nobody wouldn't question you because your mom thought you was fly. Like, look at my girl, look at my boo thing, get her hair cut, that short pixie cut. Yeah. Oh, look at her. Yeah, she got to wear, she got to have her clothes matching. No, no, baby. That wasn't because she liked it matching. Miss Elliott gave them the format that nobody wouldn't question. Miss Elliott did that, okay? Toy, she is so pretty. I just was mine. Like, even though I know Big Booty Judy was in the picture, I was like, girl, get out of here. Let me see her. Like, get out of here. Don't you have some hair cream to make or something? Get out of here. This is her time. But I'm naturally happy for her. It's like I'm naturally happy. But I want to know what Lisa Ray is saying. Because, Lisa Ray has something against her and Judy's marriage. So I want to know what she got to say about this baby now, y'all. But I think she was so pretty, y'all. And also, let me ask y'all a question. Y'all can say it in the comments down below. How do y'all feel about people going to prison? Now, I read this story today. No, yesterday. I'm sorry. I read this story yesterday. A transgender woman is in an all men's prison, is suing the prison for not giving her hormones and allowing her to have laser removal. Now, when I read down, she did get granted her laser removal, but that's it. But I think she still needs her hormones, but they're saying no. In my mind, now I want to be as open and possible as possible, right? I want to be as a human and not be a monster when I say this. But why are we rewarding bad behavior? You in prison. I can see if this person was out and getting denied these services, but she's in prison for something for what she done to be there. Now, I know she probably had the process of being transitioned, doing the process, but why are we rewarding? It's I don't know. Do y'all think that is part of rewarding? Is to give them their personal demands? I don't know anything about hormones. I really don't. That's not in my. I just know I naturally have it. Okay. I have my natural hormones. I don't have anything that's taking or going out of my body. But I just still personally feel like that is here. You misbehave, but this is still your lollipop. You can still have your lollipop. Now, I'm not denying I wouldn't deny anything that would mess him up like physically if that can mess somebody up physically, but I would say that is part of, again, rewarding bad behavior. I don't know, y'all. Just tell me in the comments, am I being too harsh? Because I don't know. This is some stuff I don't know, but it seems like we're about to face a lot of prejudice thinking. Because to me, I feel like I was being a little prejudiced, and I will say prejudice, but not doesn't have to be black and white. It has something to do with um birth, agenda, agenda sign at birth. Um, and now you want to be something else. I feel like that. So I don't want to be outspoken in the wrong way or wrong. I just feel like personally we can't baby inmates. And I'll tell you a funny story. Um, Somebody I know basically worked at a prison, and he basically was part of a lawsuit because the guy wanted better food choices in prison. And believe it or not, I don't know how far it went or if the judge just bounced it off. I don't know. But I just know that he's like, yeah, he wanted like $1 million. And again, for me, my understanding, I think it's asinine to even want to take this case because he's in what? Prison. You don't make demands like that. So again, if somebody's in prison and they need laser removal, they need hormones, I think they should have behaved while they was out in the system and they wouldn't have to worry about needing these in prison. But that's just me, y'all. So I'm going to go before I ring the mafia to my doorstep, and I don't want that, y'all. But I was just being curious because I just wanted to make sure I wasn't being ignorant on my behalf of thinking like, dude, you're in prison. And not do like I'm just being insensitive about his gender. I'm just saying, hey, you're in prison. Do your time so you can go back to getting your laser. You can go back and do your hormones or do whatever. But you're in prison for whatever you've done. Okay. But y'all have a beautiful evening and I love y'all. Thank y'all, Judy, Latoya, Southside Butterfly Planet, Ebony, and I think Love and Happiness. Thank you so much for chatting up with me tonight. Um, and hopefully I will see y'all soon. I and I am going to start up. I am going to do my TikTok. No, I'm sorry, my Instagram page sometime next week, y'all. I had to put that in my books for last week, but I did not do it, obviously. But I will definitely put the link in somewhere in my community post. Thank y'all so much, and y'all been lovely. Talk to y'all later. Bye.